So I'm by the Seine River right now, and I've been thinking about French philosophy. So I would like to read you guys some quotes from Maurice Merleau-Ponty, and this is not necessarily his quote, just paraphrased what he wrote about, because he lived back in the early 1900s, but he spoke a lot about that the perceived world is the only possible world, and the perceived world is the world, because it's so easy to have these preconceived notions of how the world is supposed to be, different labels on things, like this is a tree. Okay, if you just think about that fact, you've learned, okay, I know that's a tree, and that's all you experience this thing as. But this is so much more than the label tree. When you look at it, you see all the different shades of green, you see the shape of the leaves, there's so much more to it. So really the actual reality is the world, and I think it's so cool what he talked about. So there's a quote that says, a quote of his, it says, "La vraie philosophie est de reprendre à voir le monde," which means the real philosophy is to relearn how to see the world. That's a good one, I think. To relearn how to experience and see the world. It's an actual thing you have to do, because in school and just society in general, it sort of molds our worldview, and not necessarily in a good way. Everyone's looking at this world from a very narrow lens, and I think if we can relearn to see the world as it is, just perceive it in the moment, just without any preconceived notions. Like, I'm looking at the River Seine, I'm seeing the little waves in the water, I'm seeing the reflection of the buildings move in the water. There's so much that we don't think about when we're stuck in these ways of living. You know, just these ways we know, like, oh, go partying, drinking, socializing, like very surface level living. But when you can fully embrace and experience the moment as it is, it's so satisfying, it's so real. That's what I'm really embracing right now, because I, like many others, get stuck in these patterns of living and forget to notice the details in life, because there's so many details and we can't possibly label everything. Oh, hey, you have to pass?
Merci.
And so yeah, if we can relearn to see the world, that's the real philosophy. So another quote from that same philosopher is, "We only ever find in the words of others what we put into them ourselves. Communication is an appearance." Now this quote hit me. It really makes sense if you think about it. It does make you think though. Like, wait, all the words I'm saying right now will have different meanings to whoever is listening to them. Based on who you are and your life experience, you're gonna interpret my words differently from someone else. That's a mind bender, but it's true, It is true. Now, obviously, I could say something like 1 + 1. I'm sure everyone watching this would interpret it at, okay, it's just a math formula, means 2, right? Well, yeah, but that's a very broad concept that is taught in so many places that we are going to have the same meaning to it. But if you ask that to some kind of tribal person in Brazil or something, they're not going to know what you mean. They probably don't do math. I mean, I'm sure that even they have like multiplication, but if you show them 1 and a plus sign and 1, I don't think they would actually know what that means. So it's fascinating, you know. We only ever find in the words of others what we put into them ourselves. So we find what we put into the words. It's just fascinating to think about. And yeah, it just makes me feel like a philosopher, you know, just settling down, just thinking about a concept, you know, like a stereotypical philosopher, just like contemplating, you know, it's a stereotypical image of a philosopher just sitting there like, really thinking about something. But truly, there's so much about life that we take for granted. We have a certain worldview and we don't question it. And I think that's very detrimental, honestly. To not question your worldview is very bad, because then you're never going to expand your worldview. You got to be open-minded to new experiences, new ways of looking at things, because the world is infinitely nuanced. There's so much happening at any given moment. There's many quotes of that French philosopher I really like, so yeah, hope this was interesting. Just chilling by Seine. Very refreshing. It's been so hot today. 33 degrees Celsius. I had to wait till evening to come out and record something because I was out. So hot in the day. It's still pretty warm. Oh, but it's refreshing by the water. I do like it. I'm just trying to embrace the moment. Just sit in the now. Just whatever is in front of me is reality. This is the world. Not what I think of it, but what I perceive it to be. With all my senses. I see a plane. I hear some cars. I see some clouds. I hear the plane. I see a bird. That's all there is right now. For me, that's the world. I also see plants and water and reflections. And the sum of all the parts creates this specific perception I have. And yeah, it's quite chill. These stairs are really steep, guys. Look at this. Don't fall down. I hope you guys have been doing well. I'm sorry I haven't made many videos lately. I really want to explore deeper topics than, oh, I went there, I saw this, you know. I don't want to do just those simple travel vlogs. I want to explore like deeper philosophies, deeper topics, and just try to delve more into the deeper parts of life to enrich life for myself and for you guys. I want to share my discoveries, whatever they are. I want to share certain insights, and but I do want to explore Paris. I'm so new here. Like, this is my first time here, and yeah, it's been interesting so far. Truly, I have still so much to see, I'm sure I could spend a lifetime in Paris and still not see every neighborhood. There's a little mouse there squeaking. Come back, Jerry. Where you going? But yeah, I wanted to come to the famous river, you know, Seine. Seine. It's very nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what kind of topics you guys are interested that I could research, because I do love philosophy, and yeah, I'm just interested into delving into topics like these, you know. It's fascinating. It's just, it makes life just so much richer, I think, when you can view it from a new lens, like a raw experience. How did that mouse climb that tree or bush? Sneaky little things. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. So remember to gently tap on that like button, ring that bell so you don't miss an upload. Thanks for watching, Dicers. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.